What is happening, guys? Morning. We are 4 days out and I am excited. Today we have our last pull session, last pull session of prep, last pull session pre-show, and last pull session of the split. I say that going into the off season, not to get ahead of ourselves, but going into the off season, push and pull will stay relatively the same because I'm enjoying those sessions so much. I've still so much room to progress, but anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves because we are 4 days out. We are not in the off season yet. So firstly, I am going to hydrate, which I cannot wait to do as I am very thirsty this morning. With it getting warmer at night, I have been sweating like crazy. Obviously, supplementation plays a part in that. But between the supplements and the warmer nights, I am sweating like mad. It's not really affecting my sleep as such, but yeah, we are sweating. In fact, between pre-bed weight and morning weight, pre-bed weight and morning weight, I am 4 kilo down, so it just shows how much I am sweating in the night. Which one are we going with today? Pick and mix or strawberry mango? We'll go strawberry mango. So, firstly, the first thing I put in there was glutamine. If you've been watching, you know that I love my morning glutamine. And then my electrolytes. I have a few in here, but they are what we are running. Big Greek Squares Bush. They're staying in there for now. Yeah, so gonna hydrate. Gonna get a few morning sups in, as well as my L-carnitine. And then I'll start prepping a few meal bits. I am still waiting on the plan for today, so I'll prep my cream of rice and stuff, as I know that's going to be 100 grams anyway. Yeah, just prep a few things that I know that I'm going to be using anyway, so yeah. So guys, we have decided we're running 1,000 carbs, 60 fat, and then our reduced protein intake, which we've been running. We have been running the last few peak weeks. So yeah, super excited. We're getting the cream rice made. We have got hazelnut and custard cream. So custard cream for post-workout, hazelnut for pre. Got this hazelnut the other day in the last video, and I had it yesterday, and it was unreal. I'm a big fan. I really like it. So that is both cream rices made. When you're making cream rice or any food that requires water, rice, cream of rice, oats, whatever it may be, weigh your water. I don't know why people don't weigh their water, but weigh your water. It'll make the food consistent each time. It saves you messing about with things. If you just weigh the water, you know you'll get the required consistency every single time. Also, when you're in a peak week scenario and you're tracking body weight, if you're adding, say, one day your cream rice, you're adding 300 grams of water, and then the next day you're adding 500 or 600 grams of water, you are messing with your water intake, you are messing with your food volume, so body weight readings are going to be off. So make sure you are on point with everything. And as I say, it just cuts down on meal prep timing, because you're not messing about with water. You just dump the water in, give it a stir, and you know you're going to get the required consistency every single time. What's going on? So, still prepping for the day. Supplementation. So, I'm not going to go through all my supplements that I take because I'm going to do a video on that to start the off season off. I'm going to run through my health stack as well as what supplements and stuff that I will be taking in the off season. So I'll be saving that for then. But put it this way, there is a lot. There is a lot. What else have we got here that needs to go in? Vital support is a must. So that is the goat product for organ health. What else do we need? I'm trying to think. There is something else. No, that is it. The rest goes in PM. So yeah, that's how we looking. Done a little bit of stepping. Not a lot because we are keeping steps lower today, and I am making sure that I do because I want my legs to be super fresh. So yeah, just a little bit of a walk. It wasn't can you really call it a walk? Just up and down the street just to get digestion moving before this first meal. So this is actually my post-workout, but I will prep this now and take it with me to the gym. So yeah, super excited to get some food in today and see how we look. So guys, first meal off the carb load, this is when it gets exciting, is going in. So we have took all supplements just before this meal. Put the YouTube on pause, watching some Dara Mac while it's not Dara Mac, it's an advert, but yeah, once the advert's over, Dara Mac will be on. We're going to sit down, chill, eat our meal. So we've got some cream of rice, rice cakes, jam and peanut butter, which makes it a party. Gotta get the peanut butter in, banana too, and a squish bar. So plenty of food going in pre-session. I'm gonna get this in and then I will catch up with you when we're heading over to the gym for pull, and I'm excited for that too. My back's really flattened off, and I know that once I get a few good sets in, blood will go into the lats and things will start falling out, especially with this food, so I'm excited to get over there. So guys, we are now heading over to the gym. Pre went in. Boom. Oh, it was good. It was seriously good. I forgot my digestive tablets. Back in the house we go. We'll be leaving at some stage. Leaving a wee bit later today, but I don't mind as the session is shorter, and I want to keep my meal timings the same. So if I had left at the same time, I would have just been hanging about, waiting to have my post-workout meal quite a bit after my session. So I would have just been hungry for about an hour. But yeah, I'm going to run back into the house, get my digestive supplements that I need to have with my post-workout meal, and then we will head over to the gym. Smash this final prep pull session, and final pull session all together of the prep, as this is the last show. So yeah, let's go back into the house. Problem solved. Digestive supplements, we have got them. Definitely need those. Now we make the tough decisions in life of what podcast to listen to on the way over to the gym. If you've got any suggestions for podcasts, please let me know. I love the Celtic cast, but they don't have one every day. You know, they got to do better. They're slacking on the game. I've been listening to the Cutler cast as well, which I have been enjoying. And then I do like listening to some of Milos's stuff, but at the same time, sometimes he just annoys me too. So, yeah, Yes, guys, what's happening? So, pull, as I said, a few movements that I managed to video from the session. Didn't video everything, but here's just a few clips. So, here's rear delt fly on the prime rear delt. This will be kept in the off season, so really just finding my connection with it and squeezing a load of blood in the rear delts. Yes, it's the last session of prep, but I'm also sort of setting, baseline numbers for post show, for my starting point of the off season. So I'll be sticking with this weight post show, and I will be running it up from there. This weight's perfect, of great connection, and I managed 9 reps, both sets. Obviously, prime, keep the weight the same, but you change the resistance profile. So 9 reps each set. So for me, that's it's a nice rep range to start on, and obviously work it up from there. Moving on, single arm pull down. Great movement here. Really connect with my lats on this. I was going to run the prime pull down in the off season. However, I did try that out when I started training in the dock, which was about 6 weeks ago, and I wasn't the biggest fan. I feel like it just pulls a little bit too far out to the side, and I want to keep my elbow tucked, so using the cable setup allows me to do that. And moving on to the beautiful prime row. I love this movement, and it also saves me carrying a load of plates on and off machines, so I'm a big fan of that. And then to finish up, we have the pull down. I have ran the prime pull down through prep. However, I'm not the biggest fan of the prime pull down. I feel like it's just a little bit too narrow for me, and puts my elbows in a very awkward position. So I'd prefer just to run the cable pull down. So that's what we're going with in the off season. So I started off on that yesterday, had a little bit of fun, and just sort of set a starting point. Moving on to the line bicep curl. Big fan of this. Really allows me to just use my bicep, not put any momentum into the movement, and fully rinse my biceps. Also in prep, I'm a bit lazy, and it's nice to lie down. That's just pure laziness though. But yeah, fantastic movement. Allows me to really concentrate on the bicep. That's pretty much all that I got videoed for the training. That is a wrap, guys. That is done. I will have included some little clips of training. Didn't get everything, and a few clips of posing and whatnot, but that is training wrapped up. This is the final one of prep. A few pumpy sessions to go, and then it's game day. Now we're gonna get the post-workout meal in. Boy, am I going to enjoy that. In the car now. Session was very good. Felt really good to get some blood into the back, because my back's been super tight. I always get really tight through the shoulder area, so it was really nice to just get everything opened up a wee bit and get a bit of blood in. Definitely felt like I could actually pose after my session, just being a wee bit looser and having a little bit of blood in the muscle, and a bit of a connection with the muscle. So plan is to get a turbo digest in, and then I'm going to get my Nova in, and then I am going to get my meal in, and then it'll be time to go home. I train, and then I pose, and then if I have a few steps to do or whatnot, I will do that. Just sort of breaks up between the session and the meal. The last thing you want to be doing is doing your session with your heart rate high, elevated, and then trying to get a meal in. It's just not going to be good for digestion. So just to break up the time and do a bit of posing, a bit of steps if I need to. Today I done literally 5 minutes worth of steps just to prime digestion before the meal, but we are trying to keep steps down for the day. So yeah, let's get the meal in. Oh boys, here we go. Hi people, what is happening? Just taking a wee dander up and down the street here before my next meal. I have literally, since I got home from the training session, I have had another meal, which was chicken, reduced portion of chicken, 120 grams raw weight, 100 grams raw weight rice, small portion of broccoli just to keep digestion moving. And the food is sitting so well. I've had on and off issues since the first show with digestion, in terms of some meals, not terrible digestion, but some meals just sitting quite heavy in the stomach, and feeling like they're just sitting there. Just been weird. But came to the conclusion that the digestive issues have started since the Winstrol went in. So today I've decided not to put the Winstrol in. I'm going to put it in pre-bed, and like, it has completely changed everything. Like, the meals are going in, and within like 15 minutes, feel like I haven't eaten. Stomach sitting is super tight, and yeah, just feeling so much better. So that's been a big lesson, this prep, and that is the thing with preps. Like, if you can just learn little bits each time and just get better and better. So yeah, big learning lesson that. Okay guys, so it is time for another meal. So we got chicken rice that'll be going in the microwave. And then while that's in the microwave, I will grind out my salt to distract me, because everyone knows that it has been in a prep that microwave minutes are the longest minutes. So while that's waiting, grind out my salt, and then I'll show you the final meal. So there it is, chicken, rice, some burnt broccoli, rice cakes and a squash bar, and this will go down an absolute treat. That is a wrap on the video. The blue light blockers are on. We are winding down for the night, and we have one more meal to go. But I try and get myself relaxed, chilled, off my phone, so I can get the best sleep possible. Yeah, oh man, I am so excited for this show. It's like it's like Christmas. I can't wait. Super excited, and yeah, gonna get the last wee walk done. Go back, get my mate some YouTube, chill, and get a good night's sleep hopefully. Really excited as well for the look, to see how we look in the morning. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you can do me a massive favour, so I can get these videos out to more people, if you are watching this, please, on your Instagram, if you can if you can tag me, take a picture, tag me, stick it on your story, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you very much for watching, everybody.